that will be connected here will be blessed. May your wisdom be with us so that this discussion can bless men and women. In
Amen.
Jesus' name that I pray, amen.
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 Yeah. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
How you all doing?
We are all
Good.
doing.
Yeah, I'm with my wonderful ladies in the house, women of God, women of timber and caliber, great women in the house. We are here to discuss a topic which is parental inattention. We're talking about the male children. So we all know what is happening now in society. It's quite sadly, a majority of parents tend to leave the male children to learn and grow socially without any supervision, because they think that the male children can always take care of themselves, they can develop themselves, but the results we are getting is we can see it already what is happening around. So we know that it's not an easy one. It's a fight. It's tough because one is being trained, is being focused on, while the other one is allowed to develop himself. And this is the problem we are facing today. And I would like us to start by finding out why majority of parents allow the male children to grow themselves, like without care. It's like you know it all. Is it that they know it all? Or they can do things themselves, they are okay, you see. So why do parents feel that male children do not need plenty of training? Let me use the word. So, Minister Nkechi Dixon, can you throw more
Thank you
light?
so much, my great evangelist, for this opportunity to be in your platform today. And I pray that God will give us the strength to deliberate on the issue, because this issue is really, complicated ones. Yeah. Yeah, in the sense that, based on your question now, is it why do male children don't need plenty training? You
Yeah,
understand?
it's like most parents think that the male children, they don't need
Exactly.
training, they need to
It's only
grow
the
themselves.
female that are being prepared to get married,
Yeah,
or prepared for future husband who
yeah,
who is not trained. You
yeah.
understand? So it is like it's African mentality. All Africans, that's
Man-made tradition.
man-made tradition. You have to be good for your husband. You have to do this for your husband, for your husband and for your husband. Even the men, they're not even training them for their wives. So I believe that this is man-made tradition or man-made rules. You
Yeah.
understand? So both the female and the male need the training. Same training. Well, if you have male or female children,
Mm.
sorry for that. You have male or female children, train them bothly. When you are teaching this one, teach this one, because you don't know what tomorrow have
Mm.
in hand for them. You understand?
Exactly.
So it's better to train them together. When you ask this one to wash plate, divide the house domestic work for all of them. So when this one is doing, this one will be also doing this.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yes.
what I have to say.
Wow.
Okay.
Evangelist Mary Claire.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Sister Courage. I really like this subject because it's one that, I feel like we have to go back in the old days and pull
The
out some
old days.
subjects and discuss about them again and again. We have to rewrite. But as Sister Nkechi said, it's really a very big subject because it's kind of, the foundation of a homemaking, you
Can we
know.
share the video through WhatsApp to maybe our friends?
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Through WhatsApp. Oh, good evening, Susan Patrick. Good
Can
evening.
we can we get the link?
You can just share it from your okay.
From Facebook.
Yeah. Let's continue. Don't worry.
Okay. So as I was saying, it's a very good subject as it's a foundation of the homemaking. The male and the woman are the two principal, players in the home. So why is it that parents think that male child don't need as much as training as female child? I think it's a wrong thinking. And as she said, it's a man builds kind of, thinking. So I think it's not good to think that way, that child male need less training. They do not need less training. They need training. The training in the house has to be the same for the male and the female. There should be no difference into training them. Because first of all, we have to understand what training someone in a home or in a house is. Keeping the house clean, taking care of your own self that live in the house. All of this is part of, and taking care also, and serve the people that live with you. That is also another part of the training that is very important. So I would say male child need the same training as female child.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sister Mary. Yeah, the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he grows up, he will not depart from it. He never said a boy or a girl, a female or a male children. He was talking about children in general. So we should differentiate the fact that one is a male, one is a female, making one feel less of herself, like trying to build one like, oh, because you are lesser, you have to do this, you have to do this. It's already from the home. Everything begins from the crowd or the upbringing of a child. So we as parents, we have a bigger role to play. We can see what is happening now in society. A lot of things are going on. We have the trained ones and the untrained ones. And those who are trained, they are doing their best. They are struggling with those who are not trained. So you have to go back and start to train the children, just as the Bible has said, that train up a child, not train up one and leave us. I mean, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what happened to your?
It's like
my camera is done,
but it's okay now.
Okay, this good.
Sorry.
So we have to go back to the upbringing. We have to try to do the aspect what is really right, because going for one and leaving one, allowing one to go out there and do whatever he likes, like you are free. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to know anything. It's like you see, and the other is like you have to do this. You're only making the child feel less, that you have to be good for the person you're going to meet. Part of the person you're going to meet, because you're going to meet somebody, you have to be this and that and that. And then the person is struggling also with her self-esteem, because she feels that she has to be perfect to meet someone else. And the other one is already okay. Like the other one is okay. You can meet anybody you want. So you don't need to know anything. You just go out there and play with your friends and do whatever you like. And one that is not trained becomes a leader, and he fails in his position as a leader. So at the end of the day, come back to the society, which we can see what is happening today, because we don't train the children about emotional intelligence. We train them to go to school and learn. They will go to school, the teachers are not going to give them everything. You as parents have to do your own, the emotional aspect, the attitude, the things. You have to teach them a lot. Like put this invest on the children. Whether you give them a car or whatever you have given to them, the education or whatever, but you still need to put that emotion and the feelings. Because at the end of the day, it's about humanity. They have to know how to take care, to respect other beings. So all these things start from the home. So that you are special, and you don't need anything. So we must try to look back to see what we can do to work on this aspect, because it's really, really affecting the society and the world at large, you see. So I would love to ask further. Is a male child so special that it should not be given proper parental guidance? Does he know it all? Maybe it does.
So they're special.
Don't.
They have equal, male and female have equal rights. It's just this African mentality. We just if even when you are giving birth, you have not given birth to a baby boy. It will be as if the heaven will
Yeah, yeah,
mentality. So that's why they make them like special.
Yeah.
They don't know it all, and they are not special. Both
That's,
girls and boys are special. They have the same
yes,
rights, so they have equal rights. So we, the parents, are the one making this mistake. So the early we fix this mistake, the better for the male children. So
yes,
it up.
wow.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
exactly.
Mm.
She's very right. They are not special. They are as much special as the girls. So
Exactly.
whatever treatment we need to give to the girls, we also need to give the same treatment to the boys.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes it looks like um the female children getting married to a male child, like getting married to the man, is an achievement for a woman. The society makes it look like that. Like if you're married, it's an achievement. If you are not, it's like you are losing something. At the end of the day, people don't really care. Like, oh, I just have to be there. It doesn't matter if the person is okay, the person
Mhm.
is
Mhm.
stable, the person does this because they're just looking at it as, oh, it's something special. Like, yeah, if you're not there, it's an achievement that you have to achieve.
Mm.
Do you see? Whether the person was well trained or not, it's like I want to be there just for me to fulfill this aspect of it that I'm
Yeah.
okay. So we are
Mhm.
making the children look lesser, like we are downgrading them the way we bring them up, making them
Mm.
conscious of what they have to do and what they don't have to do. They don't know what is free will. They don't know what is free life. They don't know what, like something like freedom. Somehow they are enslaved to be just to live a certain kind of life. Whether they like it or not, it's like you have to be like this because you're a female child. You have to carry yourself like this. They tell you have to close your leg, you have to walk like this, you have to do that. Why they don't want have to, like even to eat, like I said, you have to eat like this. But they don't come and eat anyhow. It's like, oh,
Exactly.
Mhm.
You
okay.
package yourself for a man. And a man
Yes.
that have not even packaged himself. A man that
No.
refused to have home training,
Yeah.
and you are preparing yourself for that man. And
Mhm.
tomorrow you will be training the children and also training the man at the same time.
Yes.
Who, who,
Exactly.
who do we blame for it?
The
Thank
parents,
It's us parents.
the
It's us
parents,
parents. Yeah. It's us parents that need to be
did
blamed
not
for that.
at their early age, and we did not lay that foundation for them. Tell them that you are a boy, you have also to learn how to
you.
take care of yourself and take care of the home. You
Yeah.
know.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
So most
And
of
I
them leave
want to say,
themselves. Mhm.
yeah, I even feel like it goes beyond being a male or a female. It's just a human being thing.
No,
Mhm.
You need to
mhm.
it's just you need to respect your same kind. You need to respect, you need to
Yeah,
treat
kind of
well, you need to
it's
take care of.
manageable. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Even when
So yes,
we are young, self, we'll be complaining if maybe they send us for an errand. We'll say, what of your brother? Say, leave him, he's a man. He can marry tomorrow. You have to do, you are because we are going to
you have to do, yes, of course, of course, of course.
leave him, he's a boy. He can
I think
marry
that,
100 wives. He can marry 200.
mm, I think it's also because of how in the old days, the women were the ones
Yeah,
staying
yeah,
home
I know
and
it's
the
a
men were the ones going for, yeah,
tradition. Yeah,
yeah.
the
So,
tradition of men is
Mm.
a
mm.
man made. A
But
man
nowadays, you find men and women working at the same time, providing for the family at the same time, and
Mhm.
then so there need to be a balance. So it's so imbalanced that it's obvious and it's kind of disturbing, in
yeah,
the home. So
yeah, yeah.
we parents need to be more work more on that.
We have to do more. We have to do
Yeah,
more. We
yeah,
have
we
to,
have to.
we have to work on the male children. So I
Yes, we
just
have
want
to.
to go further. What are the consequences of paying less attention or little attention to the training of the male children? Because there are consequences for it.
Mhm.
So
You'll be giving headache to another child.
To a trained child.
You'll be giving headache to someone else. That's the thing. We can just say that and say, bam, it's done. But to develop more, I want to say that the consequences are very, they are very large. The list of it is very large, very exhaustive. But one of the consequences could be that man can that male child can one day become an irresponsible male.
Mm-hmm.
An irresponsible male, and a selfish male, and a burden for the one that will be living with him. I've lived in a house where we trained us the same. We were almost like 10 in the house with my grandmother, and she trained us the same. There were more male than female.
Wow.
But in the morning, you female, you will sweep here, and the other male will be sweeping the other one or the other side. Or what she was doing is that the male were sweeping, the female was sweeping in the morning, and end of afternoon, the male were sweeping. When she was teaching the women how to cook the soup, she was teaching the men how to cook the rice.
Wow.
That's how I was trained. So for me, it is a very big shock for me to see a man sitting in the house doing nothing. It's a shock for me because my person, they know how to make tomato stew. That's the at least they know how to make tomato stew and rice.
Hey, wow! What tomato stew?
Yes, they know how to sweep a house, wash dishes. When we are cooking, they wash the dishes. They will throw the garbage. At least there's something that they do. They participate. And the male that is raising up like this cannot be in the house one day and say that because I go out and work, you that stay home, or maybe you that provide less, you should this. No, even before you ask, he knows what needs to be taken care of your house because you live there as well. So the consequences are very, very, either you become irresponsible, you become a burden for your wife and your child, because whatever you are doing, your child are going to copy. And then the work is never done for us that want to, rectify and, correct this bad habit of, this bad training, if I want to say it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mommy Gio.
Yeah, Sister Mary have said it all. It's like living on works or on unresolved on so many things, and you are coming to meet a trained lady. It's like giving even this trained one double work. And it has a lot of consequences. It has a lot of problem in the family. Misunderstanding, because this is how he was being raised up. So when you're trying to make him to adjust, it will bring problem. For most of them, it will bring problem because for them, this not.
It is new.
It's new.
Yeah.
It is new. For them, it's when they finish eating their food, even their mother will come and pack the plate.
Yes.
They now married you, and you want them to come and even remove their. Some of them will finish eating, cross their leg, and put the plates there.
Yeah.
There's no wrong. It's not a wrong thing if a wife take the dishes out.
Yes, of course.
It's not a wrong thing. It's a respect, and you're supposed to do it. But there's some circumstances that this man also have to do it. You understand?
Yes.
But on trained one, they will do it as it is your duty. You must do it. It is your duty. You must do it. You must wash the dishes, serve him food, sweep the house, do everything, take care of the kids. For them, it's not their problem. You are a woman, take care of your home. So when you're trying even to beg them to help you to fix some certain things in the house, is a problem.
They're already mad.
So exactly. We, the parents, we are the cause of the problem.
Yes.
When we are training the girls, we also train the boys alongside. There wouldn't have been if many problems now, even divorce. Some, do you know that?
Of course, the
This
issue we're having
Yes.
going on right now.
you understand? So
Mm-hmm.
there wouldn't have been all this problem, divorce, because sometimes when you listen to their stories, just little thing that will cause the divorce, because the man doesn't want to adjust.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I believe we should also take precaution, and the new generation now, we should take precaution
Yeah.
because our
I come
parents,
across,
they did not. Mhm.
I come across a man, like, I was like, I was just with him, like, I say, oh, I'm going home to go and teach my son how to make pepper soup. I was like, wow. Here in Europe, like, not that
Yes.
really, like, I'm going, like a black man, like from Africa. I'm going home to teach my son how to make pepper soup. In other words, this man cooks at home. Like,
Yes.
you have to teach their son, like, teach them everything, like to cook. These are the things we're talking about. Like, it's about the mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we don't change our mindset, it's so
Mm-hmm.
difficult. It's so difficult. If you don't change your
Yeah.
mind, that's where the problem begins. Because you are happy according to how you think. You're according to your mental state. That is what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Attitude is according to the things that you understand, what you know to do. Oh, I thought it's like this, or I know it's like this.
Mhm.
Some people can adjust. Why others cannot adjust? It's like, no, this I know.
This is me, and
I,
this is how it's.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I can't shift from where I am. Like, I have to remain in this position. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
and that is the problem. Because if you don't change our mind,
Yes.
things are going to go wrong. You see,
Mm-hmm.
those days we are using a typewriter. Today we are in the computer age, and you
Mhm.
tell me that you are still carrying the mind of typewriting age. It's not
Mm.
possible because the new generation,
Mm-hmm.
they don't think like us. They think differently. The
Yeah.
children, you can see how intelligent they are. You can see how smart they are, things that they do.
Yes.
So it's different. So we have to change our mind, work on ourselves to see what we can do to
Yeah.
make sure we are not doing opposite of the things that we will be doing. Just because
Mhm.
we have a mentality, we have a training somewhere, we have a man-made tradition somewhere. The Bible said, train up a child in the way you should go. You don't say boy or a girl or somebody special, the other one is less, no. So we have to try to do our best as parents to
Yeah.
give the children the proper training, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
it's also so that we also have to endeavor not to do certain things in the presence of the children, because sometimes what you do is what they follow. You know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
in generation of followers, they follow everything.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
They follow
That's
everything.
true.
Everything.
Of these days. So you must be careful. Like you acting like 90-20. The children are in and computer age. Like those days, you can be with your parents, you don't even know what they are doing. They are doing certain things, you don't even understand what they are doing and what, But these days,
Mm-hmm.
the children,
Mm-hmm.
they're very smart. When you blink your eyes, they know what you're talking about. So, but
Yeah.
we have to know that we're no longer in those days, like the days that we could do things what we like, and for the kids it's okay because as for them it was like the moral, it was different, something different. It wasn't like this. But right now,
Yeah.
the children are not going to do what you are saying. They are going to do what you
What you do.
They want,
and
yeah.
what people are
Yes.
doing out there. They'll tell you, my friend,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
my person do this, that do. They don't have this. They'll tell you, my friend has this. I want it.
I
I don't,
want it. Yeah.
Mhm.
you know.
Whether you have the money or not, they want it.
They want it. Yeah.
So this is what it is. So we have to really do our best as parents
Yeah.
to contribute to the life of these children,
Outside. Yeah.
male or children or female children. So
Yes.
and finally, I would also like to ask the male children or the female children who needs proper training.
The two of them. The two of them. Yeah.
Because
Because
they are
this both,
in the boat, the same boat. This one is getting married to a woman, and this one is getting married to a man. So
Yes.
it's the same thing. They need training.
Yeah.
Both of them. You train the male child how to take care of the wife,
Yes.
Because if you don't take care of your wife and you give birth to children, the children is like generation. They will also
Yeah. You just follow
so
up.
you train the wife how to also take care of their husband, because the girls are also watching her how she's taking care of her husband. So it's like, so both of them need the
Goes
same.
on and on and on.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Both of them. I have the same opinion. Both of them needs good training. Follow up. The same way you would teach a woman how to clean, how to respect her husband and serve her husband, you also have to teach the husband how to take care of his wife.
And
And
respect the wife too.
this is a very big issue. It is so much that the men, they are becoming so selfish, and so they want so much attention that when they live with someone, they kind of dry that person out. No, that's it. They kind of dry that person out, and the person is tired. The person is
It's
frustrated.
about them. It's about them. They are
It's
the
about them. It's about take care of me.
achievement for you not to
Care of
have
me,
them.
exactly.
Yes, exactly. So they need to be trained the same way. I would be cooking and call my son. Sometimes he likes to come in the kitchen and run around my leg. And my husband is like, hey, you get out of the kitchen. You are a man and
No,
you are always in the kitchen.
exactly.
And then there's no problem with that. Leave him. Leave him. Let him see the kitchen. Let him look. Let him be comfortable in it, so that the day his wife say, my husband, please come and cut onion, he will not say, I've never
Not
been in
say
the
no.
kitchen, no, cannot come. At least he knows, he have seen. Until he grows up, then I can, give him small little stuff to do. But at least he has to be comfortable in it. But
Yes.
men think that, oh no, there is a place for women and there's a place for men. That's not true. That's not true.
So
As much as the women need to know how to cook and take care of her husband, the men also need to be trained. So I think women and mothers in particular are doing a very good job. Let's appreciate what they do in training their girls, in
applause for
training
them.
their girls, teaching them.
They are not killing the boys. These are
Yes,
this is the both of them.
yes. So men, please, this is a big calling. Your child male and train them. If you are well trained, Sister Corey just said that she heard a man saying that I'm going to show my son how to cook pepper soup. This is a training. Teach him how to talk to his wife. Some men, they will not, they don't get close to their wife in the house when the child are around.
They feel she's lesser. She's a
Yes. They don't even they don't show attention to their women. But in the room, they are the most sweetest. They will dance for their wife. They will do this, they will do that. But when they are around their child, they are the strong face. It is not bad, but you also need to show that vulnerable part of you also to your male child, so that they know that, oh, women need attention. Oh, women like when you dance for them.
It's not in bedroom, like they want to be nice.
Yes, of course. This is very true. It's not only about them. Yeah. Very true.
Yeah, that's correct, Samiri. Yes.
So somebody was writing here that the training differs. So I don't what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, Papa, the training differs. Of course, it's not really, there's not a big difference, because I don't know, it's about humanity. Yeah, it's about humanity, because whether you are a man or a woman, it might happen that one person, maybe let's assume, because for men feel that, oh, I'm a man of the house and that and that and that. It's happened sometimes that most men lost their wives, and you have to take care or be responsible for these children that is left, you see. And at the end of the day, it becomes a problem for you to cope, because that woman has been the one involved in a lot of things. What about rules? There's no big like rules. Just the female, you tell them some special things about themselves. Why the men trying to tell them that a woman You have to approach a woman nicely. You have to, be nice to her. You don't just
Mm-hmm.
like like some young the some of the male children that are involved in rape. It's like you don't need to rape a woman or to force her to lay with you. You need to
Mm-hmm.
be polite to her, because today it's still happen in marriages that may force their wife just to lay with them. It's like you have to do it right now. I want it now.
Mm-hmm.
They want polite. These are the aspect that is a little bit different, like for the male child. While the female children will also be taught that aspect. Please, your husband wants give you, and like this, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yes.
children should also, oh, you be polite, be nice to her, don't force her. This is
Mm-hmm.
what you can do to make her feel good and happy. So, but most
Mm-hmm.
times, the female side, like you have been put. Let me tell you about a story that happened. I will not mention the name. I just want to throw more, maybe more light on it. But it's trending now. It's a little bit complicated. But as a journalist that I am, I'm just like thinking about the issue somehow, trying to like, okay, the story of a certain popular man of God who lost them, their wife lost the elder sister to lost the elder sister, and they were saying that is abuse, you see. So the other day, there was a video that the man did that came out to explain himself that came out and said he didn't abuse the wife, that the wife had HIV, and
Mm.
she never told him.
Mm.
She died. It's like the wife was hiding medical status for
The
him,
husband.
and he never knew that the wife was dying. And because the wife, the position, the reputation that they have, so they didn't want to go for like for this checkup and all that. People won't see them.
Mm-hmm.
So because that she wasn't also going because of her position in the society, because she doesn't want to be identified there for
To be
scandal,
identified. Mm-hmm.
the information that we got on media. So, but there's one thing I got at from the story, because the man said the last time I slept with my wife was 2020, and that was all. Till date, my wife never allowed me sleep with her. So, in other words, it can also be true that the man was abusing the woman. If the woman was not allowing the man to have her, she can the man can abuse her in a certain way, because it's like, what is happening? I can't have you. So he was not also happy with the wife. They had issues over and over. But the woman, as it is that the woman now, like she died, she has HIV. In other words, the woman was also trying to withhold, like I don't want the man to be infected.
Mm-hmm.
Being a good wife, I don't want
Two ways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
woman was protecting everything. She was hiding it. Why it came about, the HIV, we don't know. But you can
Mm-hmm.
get not just through sexual transmission, but through other ways you can get it. It's easy. Like, we all know, those who are intellects know that
Mm-hmm.
HIV is not only gotten from sexual intercourse.
Yes.
So what happened is that the woman kept quiet, mute, until she died. You see, and being is like being a, how will you call this love story? Like, she was protecting the husband from being infected, and the husband wouldn't know that she's having this problem. She's dying, and the husband will be abused. Definitely, the husband will abuse her one way or the other. That's the fact. When she's not allowing the man to lay with her, do you see? So at the end of the day, she died already, and the man find out that she had HIV. And the woman said that if she's going to tell the husband will laugh at her, like he's going to mock her. But the other not knowing that she's having such issue, she's going to protect So it's a little bit complicated. So sometimes a lot
A
of things.
little bit complicated,
So
yes.
there's stories a little bit touching in different ways, and these are the things: the understanding, the communication, and the trust. You can have a partner, but you cannot trust a partner, depending on the attitude that that person is pulling at. It's like I can't trust you. You cannot confide in the person, but still yet you protected a person till you die. You know,
Indirectly.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know. So it's such a pathetic story somehow, but I just wanted to like to talk about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So
So, like the others, remember, we can't remark the rules God has made.
yeah,
Yes, we all know that men are the head of the family, head of the home, head of woman, head of everything, head. Yes, and we are the helpers. You
yeah.
understand? So why by some men also? So whereby some men will also leave the head for the women. Then it's too much. Some men are also like that.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
untrained one will forget that you are the
Mhm.
head. You have to provide for the family. You have to take care of your family. You have to defend your family. When you find out that this man has not all these qualities of a good father or qualities of a good man,
Mhm.
none. So what will you do? You do the head, you do the neck, you do everything. You take care of the home. You will break down. You understand? We all know that, yes, is in the Bible, men are the head of the family. We are not going to rewrite it. We are not going to
Yeah.
remake it. You understand?
Who
But
dispute
in
them? Yeah,
some certain condition or circumstances, you don't have any choice. You understand?
yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. Yes, I also see a comment about you can't compare males and female in domestic works. In that area, males are helpers.
Mm.
Yes, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
They are
We
helpers.
are helpers in one way. They are also
They
helpers
are,
In
yes,
another way.
exactly,
Mm.
exactly.
in
And
the
I also want to say, mm,
in the training. Both has to be trained.
but they both have, of course, the training would differ in some area. Of course, the training would differ, but they still need training. They still need training. It's just not telling your boy that you are the male of the house. You need to be strong. You need to be this. You need to be that. And then all they have in their head is that I
I'm
am
the
forward.
boss.
I am. It is me, 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 me. They have to serve me. I have to
Me,
stand
myself,
above.
and
You
I.
know, when God gave, there's one thing I like to think. I may be wrong, but the Bible says one day is it's like 10,000 days for God on earth here, and 10,000 days for us can be like
It's
one
one day
day,
for us.
for God. So when God gave Adam that work of naming the animals and everything, of
Of
course
dominion.
there was, I'm sure there was food around and everything, but it will be taking care of those animals, it will be living with them. And so also the thing is that in the domestical work, if the man is not as trained or enough, doesn't have enough training, he cannot lead. One thing the men forget is that you are a leader. You are not a leader just in the
Service.
providing. You are a
That is
leader, period.
responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to lead every area of your house.
Every
So
area, not
you
some.
you will see that if a male is well trained in domestical area, for example,
Yeah.
and the wife is, let's say, a careless woman, she does not take care of the house, she's a messy woman and everything, you will see that in the house there will be fire all the time. The
Mm-hmm.
men will be like, do like this, why are you leaving yourself like this, please clean here, clean here. But when it is the contrary, the woman will just take on to her. She will
Yeah.
just be like, look at this. He put his clothes here again. She will carry, she will carry, she will carry. Because she was trained to see the male sitting there doing nothing, so she will
Mm-hmm.
not even say anything. But when the male is well trained, he can lead well. If
Yeah.
you see, if you come and you see the part of the room of your male of your men that is well packaged,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at your side, you will be ashamed. No one will tell you you go and clean up.
You can't clean up.
Yes, so he's leading you. He's leading you, you know. So
Exactly.
when they know, then they can lead well. Doesn't mean that they have to be in the house doing everything for their house, or you know, they have to be the homemakers. No, but they need to know enough for them to lead.
Yeah.
Enough for them to lead. Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, add to what Sister Mary just said now, when men are doing their work in the house, you see the children will be disciplined.
Of course.
The
You
children
don't need to tell
will,
them to do.
you don't
Tell
even
them.
come into
They
that
are
house,
followers.
you will
They are
feel it.
followers.
You will
Exactly.
feel it.
Even though the mother is not okay, but when the father is okay,
Okay.
that is the position now God has given them, the head. You understand?
Yes.
But when you come into a home that the father is there and just father, that name father, and
Yes.
Yeah, there's no way things can work fine. It's always
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
you see how the children will be doing. You don't even need to be told that there's no father is just here, but just father figure. But father is
Yeah.
doing his
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Understand? So, because when a trained father take his responsibility in a home, you will see that home will be, in short, it will to be a sweet home.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
know?
exactly, exactly. And I also have one question for the people out there. Like, what do you think for a male that does not work? You know, a male that does not work, that is at home, for example, and the woman work, should he be just sitting there, and then the woman will go out and come back, and then still, I mean, does he have to move in the house, do some stuff before the woman comes, or what is it?
Yeah, Samary, this question you asked, now I've seen in a situation whereby the woman is working and the
Mm-hmm.
man is taking care of the children, doing all the work that the woman's supposed to do and doing it
Mm-hmm.
perfectly, waking the children up, dressing them, taking them, make sure that they cook and eat
Mm-hmm.
and do their homework. Here in Germany, I've seen it. And
Yes.
it was perfectly okay. And the woman was working. Because the woman don't have that let me see, home training like that. You understand?
Yeah. Yes.
The man took it upon himself and take care of the home, and you see, everything is okay. There was
Mm-hmm.
no problem. That is a trained man. So in this case now, you are talking now. When untrained man is there as a father figure,
Mm-hmm.
he's not working, he's not doing anything, and the wife will go out and work, come back, still
Mm-hmm.
domestic work. It's also abuse. The man is abusing the woman.
Yes,
The
kind of.
abuse. It look as if when the man is beating you, the man might not beat you emotionally. He can even beat you more. You understand?
Yes, yes, yes.
But when you
Emotionally
are
and
there, as a
psychologically.
parent
Yep.
figure, the children are misbehaving. You cannot control the
Mm.
children. You cannot talk to the children. You have lost your respect where the children are.
Yeah.
You are just there. The woman will control the children. The woman will go out and work. The woman will come and do domestic work. What are you doing? You are abusing the woman now. You are
Yes.
using her and
She's
abusing.
your helper, not your slave.
Later, you also expect her to perform her duty as a woman or as a
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah.
And
The training should be both of them.
performing the duty, you are in charge of that the duty performance. When you are okay, you don't even care if the woman is okay or not. You have
There was a certain man.
Yes.
There was a lady. She was working, and the man was. I think he was not really working or so. So the man can sit on the laptop for
Mhm.
hours. The woman go to work, like spend hours at work, minimum maybe 7 hours or 8. The
Mm-hmm.
man is sitting on the computer, and the child poop, like the man cannot change the diaper,
Mm.
nothing, and everything gum and the bubble of the little.
Okay, right. See?
Yeah. So things like this. So there are some men that they're not really like. Oh, they want to come back. Everyone will be smelling like really bad. You one needs to come back to take care of the child. Like, the man doesn't move from where he is. Like, you have to sit down, doing what he likes. Like, the children can be there, no changing of pampers, nothing. You see,
That
so
is not right. Yeah.
women, we have to wake up and take care of our children, whether male or female.
Whether male or
Yes.
female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As when you are giving birth to those children, you're supposed to know that you have to take care of them. They didn't
Yes. Yes.
ask you to
Exactly.
bring them into this world to just leave them unkept, you know.
Yeah.
Papa. Oh my
This
God.
comment is funny.
Papa, hey, let's see. He said the man that is not working
Yes.
does not have respect from their wife and children.
That's it, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mm.
But
Oh
when
my
you work
Unless
to
in some
some
circumstance,
case. Mhm.
case is ahead that the man is facing challenge that he cannot walk,
God.
and it
Yeah.
will be both, understanding
That moment.
between
Yes. Yes.
the two parties. You understand?
Handicap. That
That one
moment.
can be understandable. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
This is amazing. I think we'll be stopping here at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we need to look at it really properly, and as women, we have to do our best to try more, try harder. You know, try not to wash our dirty linen in front of our children. Whether you're at the
Mhm.
house, you're the man of the house, washing your dirty linen in front of the children is really
Yeah.
affect. So they can see what is going on around the world. A lot of things are going on. Things are going bad. That leader, that boy, that girl who is hurting is in a certain way like abnormal. It's from a home. It's the way he was brought up. It's something that he saw there. A lot of children,
Mhm.
because of the abuse, they have some psychological issue that they bring it out and take it to
Yes.
marriage, and it start affecting the home. I know of a lady. Like anytime I see this young boy, like I just cry in my heart, because going to this stage to realize that a lot of
Mhm.
things granted
Mhm.
is really is no, we really take a lot of it for granted. Like
Mm.
just look at it like,
Yes.
oh, it's okay because Africa we take it, we accept it. This is our background, but this is affecting or it's destroying things already, and the future is getting worse. Like the problems we are having now in the world, it's not an easy one. We can't go back. It goes further. Like people's hearts now, they're hardening their heart. They can do anything. There's no more love, no emotional aspect of it. Everyone is crazy in one way or the other. Like no conscience anymore. The heart of men becomes stronger. They're evil.
Mm.
Things are going on just because of the home. Somebody has some mental issue, a psychological problem that you cannot fix. So you bring it out to the society. Sometimes you tell people that they're not okay, they don't understand that they're not okay, they don't take care of themselves. Like here in the Western world, they go to the psychology to go and check themselves to see if they are
Mhm. Mhm.
okay. If a child is misbehaving in the school, they bring him to go and check if the child is okay. They have to know because you're going to grow in the community and your attitude might affect the other children. So they try to protect it from the beginning. You don't have to go far because one day you get married, you're going to meet with people and you are transferring these things to the people learn from you. I saw this little boy like the way if you see the way the child like just from the abuse from his parent, like he's so scared. Even God that he can't even speak. He can't really speak because of
Mm.
that. Because of the fear, the trauma that he
Mm.
got. It's almost like four or five, but he can't. He seems trembling, like shaking, like you can see the fear in him.
Mhm.
It's like he's always afraid because when he was like the mother, the father, when he was very like little, maybe when he was on
Very
the
good.
there's some children that are very intelligent. Because I've
Mhm.
been the intelligent one that yeah, to recognize those things at an early stage, the child was going to be like it should be an intelligent child. If
Mhm.
it really affected him so young, like really very young, like their father like always beat their like the mom, like
Mm.
screaming, like the kind of fight they fight was really
Mhm.
the violence was too much, was extreme. That sometimes the mother was like the boy would go and hold the father, like very little. That is like one and a half to like you want only the father leg, only the father like
Oh.
the trauma really affected this child. I don't even know how to explain it because when I see the boy, I cry in my heart.
Mm.
When I see because I've never seen a case like that before. Like I hear people always say that it affects the children, but I never really look at it in that way until I saw this boy, like because he's too young to have this trauma already at this age. If you see him, he's still afraid, he's still shaking, like shivering, like when you see him, he's not confident of himself, he cannot, he don't want to stay, he can't stay, like he's still shaking. So they're trying to check on the child to take him round to see what they can do on him. So these are
Yeah.
the things that the abuse do to the children. So
Yeah.
we have to really try as much as possible to work on this of it, to really take care of our children and
Mm.
really train them well and their self-esteem, their self-confidence, like building them to have this self-confidence, like to have their self-esteem. Because they lose their self-esteem, they lose everything. When the
Everything.
confidence is gone, everything is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can see some women today, like what they have gone through at their early age, they can't even stand out.
Mm-mm.
People that they are scared, like they're afraid, like they feel less of themselves because the way they were brought up, nobody told them that they were queens. No one told them that they were great. No one told them something good about themselves. So
Mm-hmm.
they look like, oh, I'm not good enough. They're always like, I'm not good enough. They can't even show their face. So they can't even go out. They can't mingle with people. They look down already on themselves. Like this aspect of this self-esteem, we have to try to bring our children to build them to be confident of
Yes.
themselves. Is very important. It's
Yeah.
very important. The self-confidence is very important.
Very,
Like
very
when you
important.
know who you are, even when it give you courage, give you some joy. You move majestically. You are doing things. You are doing it with love, with gladness and
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Even if things are going wrong, you can still bring your face out, you can still wear that smile and just come out of it and still do what you are doing. But some with little things, they are gone, they are off. They can't handle it because they were told already that they're not good enough. So when something happens, like for them, it's like they have to put their head down. So
Yeah.
this is so mothers should try as much as possible to build their children, to train them
Mm.
in the way of the Lord. Whether a male child, whether a female child, train them. The Bible says, train up a child, not a male or female.
Mm-hmm.
Child
Yeah.
is a child. So our job as mothers is to be responsible. This is the only assignment that was given to us by God to take off our children,
Mm.
responsible for their actions, their decisions as children.
Yes.
We have to try to really work on it.
On that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the greatest assignment.
Assignment.
Was given to us
Exactly.
as
Mm-hmm.
parents,
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
just a mother. Whether you are a father, you are a mother, being a parent is the greatest assignment that
Mm.
God has given to you. Is to
Mm.
Yeah.
take care of your children. You're going to give account of them, their life, what you did with them, what you taught them, what you told them about themselves, about
Mm-hmm.
God, about life, what you invest on them, the time that you gave to them, so they are under your care until they leave. They will be responsible for themselves, but you will give
Yeah.
account of your life. What happened? So, First Lady needs to have something to.
Yeah, you have said it all. I just want to encourage women out there. Let's try as much as possible to change this mentality from our forefathers, giving a male child a very big preference,
Mhm.
he's this, is that, and making us to belittling us, making us to feel
Less.
inferior,
Mhm.
that even we can't do anything without our husband, or if you don't get married, you are worthless. You
Yeah.
understand? That is the mentality they gave us.
Yeah.
And you see, even some girls that have not never getting married, they
Yeah.
feel superior. They feel that they are not accepted in the society. You know,
Yeah.
who told you that you cannot buy a car as a single lady?
Don't say you don't see husband though. That's why you're not a big car. You don't see husband.
Yeah, without getting married. Who told you that you cannot have a degree without getting married? Who told you that? Fix yourself. That man that God have destined for you, a trained man, will educate you. Will see, because men doesn't even like liability now. So fix yourself. You understand? We have this mentality that when I marry, my husband will do this, my husband, you will just be relaxing, waiting for a man to come and carry you, build you, train you to school. These are gone. This time around is no more. Train your girl child very well to the top.
Of course.
Train your boy child very well to the top, so that tomorrow they will also meet responsible girls and boys. And
Exactly.
they'll be fine
Exactly.
in Jesus' name.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm going to jump on what she said at last to finish. Is that when you are training your male child or your female, female child or your male child, think about their future. Do
Mm-hmm.
not think about now. Excuse me, do not think about now. Think about their future. Do I want a responsible
Mm-hmm.
male, or I want an irresponsible male? Do I want someone that can care for someone else, or I want someone that will be careless, someone that will be cold, someone that will be selfish? You
Yeah.
have to choose, and according to whatever vision you have for the life of that child, that's how you are going to train him.
Yeah.
That's how you are going to train him. And I want to give an example to the men. Jesus was a good leader.
Yeah.
Jesus is all of us, our example, the one we should look up to live our life. Jesus was a good leader. He was a loving one, a communicating one. He was taking care of his disciples. He was taking care of them. He even washed their feet. Today you tell a man, please, see, your wife is not feeling well, can you wash her clothes? Hey, what you are looking for, you will have. So please, 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 love your wife as Jesus loved the church. Okay, so male parents, female parents, mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandparents, aunties, uncle, please, when you are around a child, train him up for the future, not for now. Train him up to become a responsible one, a good leader for tomorrow, so that we will avoid frustration and abuse in the
Yeah.
home.
The home.
Yes. Yeah, that would be my.
Oh, thank you. I think we're going to run that part of this video. Thank you, Papa, for joining us. Thank you, Brother Zion. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anna Smith. Thank you. Lumvency, thank you so much. And others, thank you. Mary Clercon, thank you. And see you some other time. Have a nice evening. I remain your
Thank
host,
you.
Edoma. Bye, and God
Bye,
bless you.
you all.